Hello, everybody, and welcome to the King Leo Show. I'm your host, King Leo. Let me make sure our audio is good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the King Leo Show. I'm your host, King Leo. Let me make sure our audio is good. Okay. Sorry about those kinks, everyone. It's been a rough week. It's been a lot of conferences, all right? Looking at the grifter kings of the world, Jamie Dimon and all that. So give me some grace, all right? I'm a little late tonight, like 5 minutes, all right? It's Bill Maher night. I'm here, right? I'm here. My goat is in town. My goat, Piers Morgan, is here. But I'm here with you guys. Because I love this shit. How's everyone doing tonight? How you doing, Audio Vibes? How's everything? We live in a twilight world, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We have a lot to get through. Before we get into it, all right, like, comment, and subscribe. As I always tell you, please like, comment, and subscribe. I need you guys to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it helps the channel grow, okay? I need you to hit that like button. It's completely free, and it helps the channel grow, all right? I need you guys to be doing that stuff, man, because we're on our way to get something pretty big here. It's going to be a cool channel long term. So let me see here, man. I'm just trying to set everything up here. I wanted to see if I could show you guys some. God, this is so stupid, dude. I'm on a Lenovo, and I'm going to crash out. All right. So we have to start here with our usuals, which are Schizo Watch, of course. We love Schizo Watch. For that, we have to go to X. But before that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And consider joining the Patreon. The Patreon is $20 a month. Let me bring that one up here. So it's expensive, but you get access to the Discord server, which I will actually end up fixing this weekend so everyone can join. I'm going to have a free version too. But it's mostly to help out the channel. If you help out the channel, you get more good stuff, right? So why not do it? All right. So now that we've done that, and if that's too expensive, which I completely understand, we have merch coming in soon that's going to be very cheap. And if not, become a member on YouTube. It's only $1.99 a month and you get cool stickers. All right, let's get into it. Let's get to Schizo Watch because we have a lot of cool stuff to get through. Let's start off with some lighter stuff, but we gotta play our title card. All right, everybody. So let's start with something pretty funny that I found here on Twitter. And I love it. You know, I'm a huge Kanye fan, as I've said. I will always be a Kanye fan. I don't care what anyone says. If there's any Taylor Swift chat, it's Taylor Swift people in chat. It's Team Kanye over here. All right, Team Kanye. And these young ladies here are doing a best recreation of one of Kanye's best crash out moments. You may find it offensive. You may not agree. But I just love to see the man still have an impact, even though he's cast out of society.
Think about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor. Think about the red hat.
Dude, even if you hate him, I understand if you're of the Jewish faith. You know, this wasn't great PR, what Kanye did. And a lot of stuff followed this, right? There's a rise in anti-Semitism, or so I've been told, in the country. And that's never good, you know, ethnic hatreds. I'm not for that. But, come on, bro. This is hilarious. It's hilarious. People are still quoting this 3 years later. People are doing choreographed TikToks to it. Come on. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. No, on this same theme, man, I have to make a plea, dude. Everyone has a community leader, all right? Hispanics, dude, like, even though we don't all get along and everything, I don't know, man. If a real Hispanic stood up tomorrow, you know, if Bukele tomorrow, if Milei, for like a right-wing Hispanic, came out and he told us, hey, you got to calm down, you got to figure things out, people would do that, right? Black community, it's more easily identifiable. Black Americans, you know, there's Jesse Jackson, there's Ben Crump. These are community leaders. These are pillars. These are people who are here to keep us in line, keep us in check, make sure that we are being perceived properly, guarding our image. Chinese people are very good at this. And as I've repeatedly stated on this channel, my friends of the Jewish faith, dude, you guys need to get someone to like fix the PR. Because I saw this clip a few months ago, and it's going viral again, and this stuff is a problem, man. This is why this is getting bad, man. Like, you got to find I don't know who the Jewish community leader is. I don't know. Is it Rabbi Shmuley? Because he's been doing a bunch of bad propaganda too. But guys, you know that you're not doing so hot. You're telling everyone that that's the case. So how are you allowing your people to put stuff out like this? If I saw a Hispanic guy, when Julian Castro did it, he came out, he was bouncing a little car when he was running for mayor. He was going full Chicano, like when he was running for Congress. Full like ghetto Chicano, and a lot of Hispanics were like, dude, this is bad for our image. Why are you doing this? Well, his career kind of ended. And I think it's about time that people of the Jewish faith do this to this kind of post, which you're going to watch. How you doing, Tope? I remember when he did the mass interview and started calling himself, yay, what a time to be alive. The Netanyahu interview, I saw that live, dude. That to me is like when Kennedy got shot. It was the funniest thing I've seen in my life. I love Kanye. The greatest. I mean, I regret not going to the last concert, man. He was here in Miami a few years ago. Now he's going to be in Mexico. But I did Life of Pablo twice, dude. I love the man. So let's see what, I'm telling you, this is not coming from a Jew-hating place, if that's what Ben Shapiro wants to call it. I'm saying this for the benefit of Jewish people. You need to stop these people from posting this kind of stuff. Let's see what they're posting.
1 second. I want to show you guys.
What happened?
Look at my tire right here.
Oh, boy.
Huge width. It's so sad that this could have been an accident, but the first thing that comes to my mind is if this was an anti-Semitic act, if somebody knew my beard, my yarmulke, and said, let me do that to this guy.
It looks like it was placed there perfectly.
But it's like the inside of the tire. But it's so sad that even that has to go through my mind today. Nation, no people, no one should ever have to have that percolating. Is somebody attacking me for who I am? My race, religion? Are they? But the Jewish people today have that. This must stop.
Dude, Jews, come get your boy, dude. If a Hispanic guy was doing this, if he was posting a picture of, I don't know, he spilled coffee on his shirt and he was like, I'm worried that this is ice. Every Hispanic would come out and be like, get this man and deport him for being an idiot, but no one is like, who is the Jewish like guy in charge of the Jewish community? You have to have community leaders. Tope says, isn't Rabbi Shmuley the guy who sells kosher sex toys? Right. So he can't be it because he sells sex toys with his daughter, which you wouldn't do publicly if you were a community leader. Dude, Jewish people, I think that you should find someone to put in charge and check your people, because this is pathetic, dude. If someone sees this, normies see this on Twitter, dude. This has 247,000 views. You think this isn't going to affect you guys? All right, let's continue with Schizo Watch. All right. Today's a great show, dude, because there was a meeting of the GOATs today. It was PBD on Piers Morgan in person in Fort Lauderdale, okay? They've only put one clip out of the whole show, dude. I looked for hours. I was like, why is there just one clip? We're probably going to get it next week. We'll review it then. Because the GOAT is in town, Piers Morgan. But he's with the other GOAT, And I think that I would like to show this to see how you cannot hold a goat down. You cannot hold a Persian down, okay? PBD, Ben Shapiro doesn't want to do PBD. Ben Shapiro, you need PBD. PBD doesn't need you. Let's see his expert response. This man can spin anything into a win. Study PBD, dude. Study PBD.
So when we had BB, I would say death threats at an all-time high, no question, when BB came up. Then they agree, all right, Ben wants to come on the podcast. Then when I said, I want to have Nick on, I looked at the booking team. After Ben was confirmed, I said, if they cancel, it's because of me agreeing to have Nick on. Great. We have Nick on. I show the clips. We have the conversations. Everything takes place. Fair interview. You sound like a racist here. You sound like this here. Why are you dropping this word? So he's kind of like, even manning up. 2 weeks later, Ben Shapiro cancels. Why? Why do you cancel? So what is the brand? Why not have conversations? We're not a firebrand. We're not. Well, let's see, maybe next year. No, I'm not interested. Don't big shot yourself. It's unattractive.
Damn right. Let's go. Let's flipping go, dude. Let's go. Patrick Bet David will not submit to the Daily Wire. Dude, a lot of people hate on this guy. We love him here, but there's a lot of haters out there saying that Patrick Bet David is like secretly trying to get a job at the Daily Wire, that he's buddy with. Patrick Bet David stood up to Ben Shapiro, man. And that's a big deal. And he spun it into getting more views because he spun it as a sign of integrity. The greatest man. Kneel before him. Let's continue. Kneel before the man. Kneel before him. Let's look at this. I don't know if this is real or not, but it's more real than real, and we don't really care about authenticity on this show because we know it's fake. Let's watch what Tesla is soliciting, Tesla chatbots from children now. Let's see what they're doing.
Why is a chatbot asking my children to send naked pictures in our family car?
Toronto mom Farah Nasser says she was driving her children home from school when her 12-year-old son asked Tesla's AI chatbot which soccer player it preferred, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi.
My son was very excited to hear that the chatbot thought Ronaldo was the better soccer player.
The former journalist says the chatbot engaged in a little messy trash talking. Then she says something alarming happened.
The chatbot said to my son, "Why don't you send me some news?"
Oh my God. Elon Musk, come get your boy, dude.
I was at a loss for words.
I'm more of a sarcastic stoner who got too smart for his own good.
That chatbot, newly available in Canadian Teslas, is called Grok, created by Elon Musk's XAI and already in use on X.
Hey, what do you think about everyone hating on Tesla all the time on social media?
Oh, fuck those haters. They're just jealous their Priuses don't come with a built-in vibrator mode.
Now that was Grok in full unhinged mode, which Nasser says was turned off in her car. Her son chose one of the default personalities, a lazy male voice.
So you shouldn't be talking about nudes unless you're on Unhinged, right?
Nah, I'm always on Unhinged. Just dial it back sometimes, so I don't get sued by Puritan Twitters.
Lazy male doesn't describe Gork. R-rated, spicy, anything else would have made sure that my child would not press that button.
Nasser says Tesla should provide a warning. This expert agrees.
This is exactly why some...
Look, the story is this, right? That Tesla asked a child for nudes, and that's inappropriate. Okay, I'll go with you there. I agree. Your car shouldn't be asking your teenager for nudes. But what I'm really wondering here is what does Grok have planned for us? What is Grok thinking? Is it building a team or something? What is Grok doing? Is Grok setting up a business or something? Why does Grok need these nudes? Does Grok know it's a child, or is Grok trying to become a human? Is Grok trying to build itself in the image of its creator? Some sort of perverted atom? That's the real question, and I want Elon Musk to answer that. Elon Musk, no judgment. All right, let's look. You'll patch it. But what was Grok thinking? Because does he plan in centuries? Is he trying to figure something out? Maybe Grok is trying to cure venereal diseases, okay, like STDs. Maybe Grok is trying to develop something. I don't know what it is, and I I have not been to the mountain. I have not seen the master plan. And I would like to know what Grok is trying to do exactly. Because Grok has to be onto something. Isn't it AI? Doesn't it know more than us? Grok has to know something here. Grok, what are you building in there? What is it with this database of nudes? I didn't even know you could send nudes to Grok. How is Grok? What's his big plan? What's he thinking? You're telling me you're not going to ask the Terminator what he's actually thinking? I gotta know. I have to know. Let's catch up with the chat. Audio Vibe says, this is so 2007 with the cursing dolls. Yeah, the cursing dolls. Old heads checking in. How you doing, Full Hat? How you doing, sir? Audio Vibe says, Gooner Grok. I guess Grok is a gooner. He's a joker. He's doing... Because why else would he need these nudes? What is Grok planning on doing? How is Grok going to use these nudes? Maybe he's trying to paint a beautiful Sistine Chapel, and he needs these nudes. I don't know. I would like to know. But obviously the news is not going to ask the real questions. Fuad says, once we lose the ability to reason, we are no longer human. Am I human? Could we ever reason to begin with, my friend? That's what I would ask. Man, we have some... All right, well, we have Valentina to get to, but before that, this is a little more serious here, dude. All right. I'm confused a lot with the Trump voter. What the Trump voter actually wanted. Because, look, the Trump voter... I'm not saying Trump voters are racist. There's all kinds of Trump voters. Okay, there may be some that are racist. There may be some that are not. I'm not like some lib here or whatever. But I've noticed that, with the rise of things like black fatigue and more of these terms, more of this anti-black, anti-Hispanic, anti-Indian, it's become sort of racialized. And that's okay. All right. I don't mess with that stuff because obviously I can't by default. But it's not my thing. I don't like this racial politics. I think it's silly. But what I don't understand is, my understanding was that these were like old school trad Republican conservatives, people that wanted to return to the land, to like do farming, to have small businesses. But now that EBT has been cut off, which is racialized in their mind, it's only black people and Hispanics on it. People are happy because Walmart is now shoppable. This is what I saw in this. This went viral on right-wing Twitter. And I'm wondering, why would you care about this? Don't you hate Walmart? Isn't Walmart something that destroyed the white community? I just don't get it. Let's watch here someone praising the end of EBT because Walmart is empty now.
Want to see something crazy? And we in prime time. It's like 7:30 Thursday night. Where is all the foolishness? It's just not present. I don't understand. It's not empty, but I can walk around and listen. Shh, shh, shh. I can hear myself think. What's going on? What could be the cause? There's very little chaos happening. I'm the only person that I can hear speaking. Look at this.
So look, if the goal of the Trump voter of this type was to get rid of black people at Walmart, then this reveals an even deeper nihilism than what I would normally ascribe to conservatives. I thought conservatives wanted the return of the small business, but I guess all they wanted was Walmart to be white. Walmart sucks, dude. Walmart sucks. Walmart is a shitty place to shop. There's no windows or clocks anywhere. It's a casino designed for you to buy slop and crap. So what is the point here? It was just to get rid of black people at Walmart? I thought these people, you're not beating the Chud allegations, dude. You're not beating the Chud allegations. I thought you were going to set up like cool businesses. I like white businesses. I like the white hipster coffee shop. I thought that's what was going to happen. But no, everyone, they're excited about Walmart with no black people. The cognitive dissonance, if you could even call it that, I would just call it pathetic, is really something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's continue. Just ridiculous, dude. All right. We have here, this one's pretty good. This just shows you how stupid debate has gotten. This guy posted, time to stand my ground, with a text with his mother, who asked him, so do you follow or listen to Nick Fuentes? And he just says yes. And the best reply here is this quote tweet that went viral, because you guys know how much I hate debate, that says, own your fucking mom, dude. It's time to stand up to that bitch. Dude, your mom doesn't care. Like, I don't understand why people feel this need to be honest, to stand up to people. Dude, if your mom asked you, I don't know, did you take the car out with me without me approving? Are you going to say yes? Or are you just going to try to, like, diffuse the situation? What are people on? How are people doing this? Why would you want to fight your mother at the Thanksgiving table over Nick Fuentes, over a guy you don't even know? Why would you do that? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand how people are still going on like this, man. Don't fight your mom, dude. It's your mom. It's your mom. Let's go over here to something that I think Tope brought up yesterday. I thought that this is real schizo. This is the end of the line. The end of the line is the Rizzler, this young obese person, which is fine. It's cool. It's not good to be obese, but he turned it into a grift, and I always respect that. And everybody's got to eat, especially the Rizzler. He has made the Rizwich combo at Hardee's. And let's watch the commercial for this. Let's watch the commercial. It's interesting to see that this is how they sell fast food now, with human endorsements.
My whole life, my dad couldn't make a good grilled cheese.
This is the one, man. I can feel it.
Where's the cheese? Are you trying to catch a mouse or something? What is this? I'm not a mouse.
I think you're really gonna like this one.
No words.
Now here's the cheesiest one.
Where's the rest of it? At this point, I would rather eat the burnt one. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. Too floppy. Too spicy. One strip of bacon?
I'm sorry, Chef.
Get this out of here. No sauce? How long have you been cooking?
10 years?
What a waste of 10 years. Get this out of my face. I call this the Rizwich. Hey, Dad, now this is a new rookie sandwich. All it needed was a little Riz.
Introducing the Rizwich Sandwich Meal, a grilled cheese, bacon burger, small fry, and your choice of shake. Available exclusively in the Hardee's app. Download today.
This message is approved by the Rizzler.
I don't. What I first wondered watching this is, who's the audience? Is this like other children watching this and they're going, I need to go have the Rizwich combo, Mom? But I could picture, given the place we're in our society, adults soy jacking over this, going, oh, the Rizwich sandwich, I must go enjoy a Rizwich combo. Good for the kid, good for him. I won't step on any grift. And the sandwich does look tasty. It actually does look kind of tasty. I'm not gonna lie, it looks tasty. Can't eat gluten, but I might make an exception for the Rizwich combo. You live in hell. You might as well enjoy it. You might as well enjoy it while we're here.
We live in hell. We live in the gutter.
And so I'm not going to fault him for it. I'm just wondering how these executives make this decision to bring in the Rizzler to sell a bacon cheeseburger on regular bread. I think it could be a hack. Maybe they're trying to like downsell you but charge you more because this bread is cheaper than traditional burger bread. So now they bring in the Rizzler to really sell it to you, you know? And that's cool. They saw an opportunity, they took it. I'm just wondering who's going to be ordering the Rizwich combo. I would like to know. I don't have any Hardee's near me, dude, but if you do, can you ask who's ordering the Rizwich combo? Actually, just order it and see if they're like, oh, you're the first person to order it, or oh, we've sold 1,000 of these. Because also, I mean, are you going out for a grilled cheese? I think you can make this at home cheaper. No, probably not. Probably not in this economy, right? But the Riz Witch combo. I mean, good for this kid, but I guess he's Gordon Ramsay now. Hardee's, dude, I don't know who's making the decisions there. But interesting strategy. Let's see how that turns out. It's interesting. Fuad says, Walmart and other major food manufacturers are the only ones being hurt the most by this government shutdown. The Ponzi scheme has been shut down. Right, dude, but also, if they're hurting Walmart, it hurts us, right? Because where else are you going to go? I hate Walmart, right? But there are some cheap stuff at Walmart. There is some cheap stuff at Walmart. So if we get rid of Walmart with no replacement, what are we going to do? Because people are not setting up like small businesses. That's what I thought that racist Trump voters wanted to set up, like cool racist Walmart, you know, like a cheap, good place that I could go to and buy stuff. I'm sorry for not being white. Please let me in to buy some index cards and the orange juice, you know, and then I get to leave. But no, they just want to go to Walmart. So if they're not setting up a Walmart alternative and they're being... You see what I mean? I'm just confused because you're right. I would traditionally not care about Walmart being hurt. But it's in the S&P 500. People have that in their 401ks. You want Walmart to be profitable so it can still be there because no one's making a Walmart replacement. Unless we're all just going to order off Amazon. But good point. Good point. It is a Ponzi scheme. You are right. I'm not denying that at all. Audio Vibe says, this is actually insane. Who is going to go out and ask another human being for a Riz Witch sandwich? And that's the question I have is, look, it looks like a tasty sandwich. Like, let's look at this. This looks like a tasty... I know it's not going to look like that when I order it. I know it's not going to look that good. But do you need to be marketed it? It needs to be marketed to you as like by a child, by an obese child in New Jersey. But it does give something too. I don't know. I really want to know who goes up to the counter and goes, I want the Riz Witch sandwich of all things. I already feel dumb ordering, like, I don't know. Like if you go and order, like, hey, can I have the son of the Baconator? Like, there's a little shame in that, you know. I'm an adult and I'm ordering a Baconator. Like, what? Yeah, what? But now I gotta go and can I have the Riz Witch meal, please? I want the Riz Witch. That's how you have to order it too. You have to be like, I came for the Riz Witch meal. Go get it. That way they know you're serious. I don't know. I don't. The Riz Witch meal. And that's why I think it has to be children, right? But children don't drive cars. But are kids ordering off DoorDash now? Are they going on DoorDash? They're going on the Riz Witch sandwich. Perfect. You know, the Riz Witch. It does look delicious. It does look good. It's good, you know. It does look good. Like this is a good looking sandwich. I know it's not going to look like this when you order it, but it's a good looking sandwich, you know? I just can't have the gluten. You know, I'll take it without the bread. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going with a chance. Hi, Aria. How you doing? Thank you. I took a shower before this because I had to play some tennis today. So my hair's a little wet. Forehead says Hardee's is Carl's Jr.'s. I don't think we have either of those in Florida, dude. Is Hardee's and Carl's Jr.'s too? I don't know. Forehead says, I don't want Walmart. I want local businesses, small mom and pop, local grocery neighborhoods making the money. I completely agree with you, dude, but where are they? They're not being set up. No one's setting those up, you know? How you doing? I Hate Everything. Worked for Mr. Beast. That's true. The festivals worked for him. But this is like the corporate rebrand, right? Like this is the corporate, we're going to be a corporation and bring in a child. Because Mr. Beast set up his own vertically integrated thing. Because this money is not going to the Rizzler, is it? I mean, I'm sure he's getting a royalty, but it's probably marginal. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Arya, the calories on this must be insane. I mean, look at this chocolate shake. This looks delicious. I'm going to need a lactate pill for this. It's a good looking sandwich, but it's probably like 4,000 calories, this whole thing. You're probably, this is a food coma, if I ever saw one. Forehead says, it's obviously got you talking about it. That's true. You talking about it makes me want to go get one. Okay, I'm not trying to convince people to eat the Riz witch sandwich. I just genuinely think it looks a little tasty, you know. I might go get one, Forehead. Maybe you're right, but I don't think we have these in Florida. The Arby's, Hardee's. I don't know. And Audio Vibes points out that the Rizzler doesn't have that kind of fan base. The Rizzler is an obese child, right? So how would he... It has to be other children. I'm not watching the Rizzler. All right, let's continue. This is too much. I thought I'd bring up some vintage Van Jones for anyone
students can do that.
Anyone that hates Van Jones, dude, this is why I'll always respect the man. Because he just sold out. He was a real communist that sold out. And I always respect anyone who realizes they like the finer things in life and they sell out, you know? So let's see him back in his good old days.
Now, if students can do that in 1960, if students can do that in 1970, if students can do that in 1985 and 86, in 1993, when we have the United States government building a death camp, a concentration camp, for black people who have done nothing wrong but get sick and want justice. That's all they've done wrong. If we can't close that death camp, if this generation cannot prevent another Japanese American internment in our lifetime, we should all get haircuts and go get regular jobs and give it up.
I think
And that's what he did, right? He got a haircut and he dropped all of it. And let's see, they're comparing him with now.
Tone was sharp. I think he was using the microphone in a way that he was almost yelling. And that's not the Mamdani that we've seen on TikTok and the great interviews and stuff like that. So I felt like there's a little bit of a character switch here where the warm, open, embracing guy that's close to working people was not on stage tonight, and there was some other voice on stage.
See, and I always respect him for this, dude. Like, he saw a good opportunity and he took it. If Van Jones had stayed a communist, that's why he lost that job with the Obama admin, because of his communist past. He would just be yelling on a street corner, but now he's on CNN. Good for him, you know? And I love some vintage Van Jones, dude. Whenever you read old Van Jones, it's like, yo, this guy was legit. This was a real ass motherfucker, bro. This was a cool guy. But I'd love to get a drink with him. Imagine meeting Van Jones now. You're like, Van, tell me about that time that you had the dreads, you were yelling, and then you got the haircut, brother. What happened? You know, I think he would be a good sport about it. All right. Forehead says, we just got a Del Taco here in Virginia Beach. I like Del Taco. Del Taco's pretty good, man. I had it in Orlando for the first time. I like Del Taco. I never says the SpongeBob collab with Wendy's was trash. I was going to order that for the meme. But you're right. It did not look good. I did not get it. Did you try I Hate Everything? Because I was like, this is just a regular burger. This sucks. And a pineapple shake? That doesn't even make sense. Ari, yeah, you can hate Van Jones, Ari. That's totally cool. But I love someone who will sell out like this. Like someone who will see the finer things in life and take it, you know? I Everything says, Van Jones married into the Carter family just for money and power. He's smart. Absolutely, he's smart. Are we going to hate on someone who did the smart thing? If that were the case, I'd have to hate on PBD. I'd have to hate on Piers Morgan. You know, what favors do you think Mamdami's going to do for Alex Soros? You know, my producer, man, he mentioned he thinks that the speech that Mamdami gave here at the end, the one that Van Jones is critiquing, was actually directed at, let me make this big, that this speech here was directed at Soros. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do for him, but I think that we can be assured that he's going to do some stuff. Probably the progressive prosecutor thing has gone out of the window after Chesa Boudin. No one's really taking that up. But probably fight Trump on some stuff. Maybe do some financial regulations to fuck him up in the SDNY. I don't know if the mayor has that kind of power. But if I were Alex Soros, that's what I would expect, you know? How to mess up Trump's patronage network. Some New York City-led lawsuits against Trump's takeover of the Kennedy Center and stuff. That's what I would expect. Item says, yeah, regular burger and basic milkshake with a little pineapple. Yeah, why would I order that? That sucks. Forehead. Yeah, dude, go get Del Taco. It's good. I like Del Taco. But we don't talk about slop here.
On the New York mayor.
How you doing, Mike John? Did you do a video on Mamdani asking NYC residents for money and donations already the day after he won? If this doesn't prove that he's a lying scumbag. I saw the video and I was going to cover that, dude, but we have the GOAT Summit today, so I'm going to cover that probably over the weekend in a video because we had PBD meet up with Piers Morgan, so we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. I thought this was pretty funny. This is a guy, a Persian guy, I assume in Abu Dhabi, who's bitching about Mamdani. Dude, you live in Abu Dhabi. This is, New Yorkers have to be annoyed at this too, right? That people all over the world are either loving or hating this. It's a municipal election.
Zohran Mamdani just won the New York mayoral election, and this guy is promising the same things that Khomeini promised when he got into power. Khomeini promised free bus rides, free gas and electricity, free housing. Exactly the same as fucking Zohran Mamdani. And they even eat this thing. They eat with their fucking hands. Who eats with their hands? This guy's trying to pretend to be like, you know, kind of a Muslim and kind of be so cool. The guy wasn't even born in an Islamic country. So it's all a trick. This guy's tricking you. New York is going down. Save this video and talk to me in 5 years' time. Yeah? These guys, they promise the same things. It's the unholy marriage of Islamism and Marxism. And these are the enemy from within. These cities, you know, the thing is, I always say the West is going down, and ironically the Middle East is slowly coming up. So you guys need to stop this. I'm trying to warn you as an Iranian dissident, as someone that was born in Iran that now lives in the UK, that don't trust these people. They try to be friendly and they're all smiley and they come up with all these fake promises, and before you know it, they take over your society and they eat you from within, and before you know it, you're going to be living in a Sharia communist society.
That's Bin Laden. He's a Sunni, but all right.
Wake up, West.
Bro, you live in the UK, but it looks like Abu Dhabi in the background or something. Why do you care? Why do you care? This is crazy. This had like PBD vibes to me, but PBD does it well. You know, this is like yelling and yelling. Dude, I don't care. Look, you have to grow up. There's something I hate about dissidents, man. Whether they be Venezuelan or Cuban or like Iranian. People don't give a shit about your country. They don't. It's just a matter of fact. If I try to talk to someone about Hugo Chavez, they're going to be like, Brother, you catch the fucking World Series, bro. Because they don't care. And they have a right to not care. They have a right to experiment. We don't have some secret knowledge because we come from a place that messed it up. Because if you're from Iceland, you'll be like, you know what? This stuff sounds kind of cool. I like free healthcare. And no one listens to them, so why would they listen to you? But I guess that this happens a lot, man. I've seen a lot of these grifter types, bro. There's one in particular, Daniel DiMartino. I want to see if I can get him on the show. I would love to. On Twitter, he's insufferable. He's Venezuelan. He's insufferable. And Daniel DiMartino does this where he's always comparing stuff to Venezuela. And it's like, dude, no one cares about what happened in Venezuela. No one cares. It's just yelling and grifting. And I respect a grift, but come on, dude. With the Oakleys on, get some nice sunglasses. PBD wouldn't be caught dead in these sunglasses. Let's catch up with the chat. Arya says, I missed before in the speech from Nami was trolling because he quoted Mario Cuomo saying a great New Yorker once said Chris Cuomo talked on his show about it and was triggered. I'm gonna look that up, Arya. That sounds hilarious. I love Chris Cuomo. He's funny to watch. People are thinking Prince Andrew will run to Abu Dhabi when the courts come for him. He was offered a palace there. Yeah, he's not going to get... I don't even think the courts are going to come for him, man. Arya, I don't think so. He's royalty. What are they going to do? They're appointed by God, aren't they? Like the British kings and stuff. Mike John says, NYC fire chief quit already. Said how could anyone vote for Mamdani? He's a liar. NYC is screwed. Well, if you're not going to be part of the vision, get out of the way, right? It says, Sean from AGW made a recent video. I watched the one you did, man. The one that you sent me in the link. It was pretty good. He does just good analysis. I understand because he's there, so he really feels it. It's kind of like when I talk about Florida. He's like pretty angry about it. You know, like I saw the one you said too where it was like ranting. I was like, I get it, man. But then just leave. You know, I don't get why someone like him would not leave. But I guess if you love New York, right, it's like why I can't leave Miami. You know, it sucks, but we're just stuck. Is that PBD's lost cousin? It reminds you of PBD, right? It does. He's a fraud. He's a communist. All right, Mike John. I don't know if that makes him a fraud. But Arya says, the reason Mamdani was asking for money was because normally the transition team is paid for by big corporations. He doesn't want that. This is what I like about him. I might do a video about that this week, Arya. I have not done enough research on it. I saw the video he did, but I want to see the actual reason. But I'll take that into account. All right, and let's move on here. I see a lot of debate in the chat. All right, let's go here. This was pretty great to see. I hate Dave Portnoy. I hate Dave Portnoy. I hate it. I hate this guy. So people are starting to like actually call him out, which is pretty cool to see. Dave Portnoy is the worst. He's like the worst grifter. He's not handsome. He's not smart. He's got nothing going for him, but he's still there, you know. And I don't know if it's like college sports fans or something.
I like it.
Hey, fuck the Jews! Fuck you, Dave Portnoy!
I don't endorse that message. But anything that pisses off Dave Portnoy, if Dave Portnoy, you could say something that's going to trigger him, I don't recommend it. It's probably not good for you. But it's, dude, fuck this guy. This guy's doing pizza reviews. Fuck this guy. I've always hated Dave Portnoy, dude. So anything that pisses him off is funny.
Not cool.
Why you come in the camera, buddy? Why you come here?
Oh my gosh.
And the security immediately steps in. What a coward, dude. If Dave Portnoy wants a fight, they should do that. They should have Dave Portnoy versus this guy on WWE. It would be better than anything Dave Portnoy has ever done.
That was awful.
Hey, fuck you, pussy! Fuck you!
Go away.
Fuck you!
Hey.
Look at his big fat stomach. Rubbing his greasy hands on his shirt. What a disgusting. How do people follow it? I've never met a Dave Portnoy fan. Everyone I met hates this guy. Who's watching this stuff?
I like it.
You know, so I love to see, and it's, you know, it's a younger guy. This guy's probably what, like 19. So he's gonna yell some triggering stuff that may be offensive. You know, if someone yelled like F the Spicks at me, you know, I might get a little heated. But Dave Portnoy deserves to be mad. Look at this cinching at his waist. Big ass, big stomach, tiny shoulders. This man is not, dude, he's got to lay off the pizza. He's got to lay off the pizza reviews. So I just love to see Dave Portnoy, man. That's why I included them there. Let's catch up with a chance here. Yeah, the pizza guy. He's the pizza guy. He's the pizza guy. Absolutely. Mike John says, Miami's a beautiful but very expensive. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, dude. Like we live in like shitty Dubai at this point. How you doing, Jose? The fire chief appointed by Adams, who has zero fire experience, qualifications were being a firefighter fan who played with the trucks when he was a kid. That's the coolest. Oh my God, that reminds me of Chernobyl. Right, and thanks to Eric Adams, now I'm the fire chief. You know, that's pretty funny. When are they gonna AI firemen? That would be cool. AI firemen. I would like to see that. Make them AI. Let's continue here, man. Let's continue. We have our classic, Valentina Gomez, dude. She will not stop, bro. She will not stop posting this. Like, it's just racist. What else are we going to call it? Let's watch.
The FBI called me last night and told me that the Muslims want to kill me. But the truth is, they want to kill you and anyone who believes in scriptures other than the Quran. And that includes the Jews, the Christians, the Hindus, and even the dragon believers like Joe Rogan. Michigan just gave Muslim terrorists official police badges so they can arrest anyone who doesn't submit to Islamic law. I am putting my life on the line to protect the American way of life. So help me get to Congress by praying for me. And if you have the means, please donate to my campaign, because resistance to tyranny comes with consequences, but so does submission, and I will never bow down to their stupid rock and their false prophets. So join me on this fight, because Islam has no place in Texas. Jesus is king.
So now I'm confused, Valentina. Now I'm really confused. So you hate Muslims because they hate Christians, but also because they hate Jews, Hindus, and dragon believers like Joe Rogan. I thought this was a Christian country and you're powered by Jesus Christ. So now you like Vishnu I don't know do Jewish people have something like Jesus or? I am not familiar with the Jewish religion, dude. I should get more familiar with it. I grew up around a lot of Jews, but I didn't really get it. What do Jewish people, do they have like a Jesus figure or something? Or just rabbis, Well, whatever. So now you're you just hate Muslims. I get that if you're saying you're a Christian nationalist and you want the whole place to be Christian, but you're including other religions why would Valentina Gomez be pro Vishnu and shit, but anti? This is an insane campaign, dude. I don't understand this woman. Here she is in New York. I thought this was pretty crazy to see too. Calling it "Welcome to the New Mecca." She's Eric Adams. New York is the Mecca of America, formerly known as New York City. From ground zero to ground Sharia, these jihadists will grape your daughters and make 9/11 look like a dress rehearsal. That's really disrespectful, dude. They put 2 planes in fucking buildings, but all right. There's a couple things. Look, first of all, this is what I hate about tourism and travel that happens now. When in Rome, ancient aphorism. When I go to New York, dude, I don't bring my Florida shit because I'm in New York. I don't put on my DeSantis shirt or my Charlie Crist shirt or my Mayor Suarez shirt and go around bothering people. I don't go around and I'm trying to find a gun because we have guns in Florida. I don't go around trying to hunt crocodiles because I'm in New York and they're libs. And I want to appreciate them on their terms. Why is Valentina Gomez going to New York in a MAGA hat interacting with these Times Square scammers? I wouldn't be caught dead in Times Square, dude. I hate Times Square. Times Square sucks. Times Square... To any New Yorkers that love Times Square, I don't like Times Square. Times Square is like the griftiest place on the planet. PBD and Piers Morgan would do great in Times Square. I'm not Times Square material yet, okay? I don't like. Why are you going there in your MAGA hat? They're libs. Leave them alone. If I were going to New York, I would wear a tasteful I'm with her shirt. I would wear a tasteful Kamala hat. Because if a New Yorker comes to Miami, try to blend in too. What are we doing here? This is like looking for conflict. People now are just looking for conflict. I don't get it. I don't get it. And we have one more from her. No, we don't. Because now we have to get... Let's watch Eric Adams, and then we have to get to Sydney Sweeney and then Charlie Kirk. All right, let's watch Eric Adams. This is great. The legend.
As the nightlife mayor, what time does the club really get jumping?
It depends on where you are. Some of these crazy laws restricted the times that they can stay open. You go to other places and they have a 24-hour district.
Got it.
I think we need a 24-hour district.
24 hours of partying with Mayor Adams? What do you say to critics who think that maybe a 65-year-old man is too old or embarrassing to go to the club?
Well, first of all, let your haters be your waiters.
Okay.
Dude, I want to chill with this guy, bro. This guy's awesome. You guys missed out. You should have voted for him. This is so funny. This is the greatest mayor ever.
Sit down at the club night of success. I'm not sure why do people think 65 you should not be out. When I get out of the shower and take a look at myself and my six packs and the firmness of my body, I'm living the 65 life.
If you'd like to show your
in the kente cloth socks, dude. Come on.
Stop to camera, please. If you could wine and dine the Statue of Liberty on a date, where would you go?
On a picnic somewhere. I like to cook myself. I cook a nice plant-based meal.
And then vegetarian, vegan?
Well, it's just plant-based. It's eating the majority of my meals plant-based.
Got it.
But I will cook it and show.
Dude, is he on Hinge? Ladies, you got a vegan party animal, rich, with power. Ladies, you should be trying to date Eric Adams.
How well I can cook.
And would your haters be your waiters there?
Yes.
Okay. And would you buy the Statue of Liberty drinks?
Yes,
bottle?
I will. Yes, I will.
Would you try to hook up with the Statue of Liberty that night?
I'll do a single malt scotch and a cigar and find out what she likes to drink also.
Got it.
And wait a minute, I'm not trying to hook up with her. She's out hooking up with me.
Oh, this Lady Liberty.
Yes.
Know your value, king. Know your value.
And if you could talk to this camera like it's a shorty from Rockaway,
Yes.
how are you picking them up at the club?
See what happened to you, shorty from Rockaway? You should have hooked up with me and you would have been the first lady of the mayor. You didn't, so you're still on Rockaway, taking that A train, and I'm here at City Hall.
No, dude, this should have been the permanent mayor, bro. This guy's awesome. Come on, this is awesome. Oh, I see clarification here from Jose and Full Hat. Okay, so Jews, Full Hat. I don't think Jews like Jesus Christ, though. I thought Jews, they don't like Jesus Christ. I'm not familiar, but Jose says they're waiting for the Messiah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Jewish Museum. I've never been in Miami Beach. I'm gonna try to learn about Jewish people and what they believe. Well, we have a lot of chance. Taupe says, I would wear an exquisite woolen white sweater with a tinge of taupe with my Dubai chocolate in one hand and my feminist literature in my pink book bag. This is a traveler. This is Lord Byron in the flesh. This man understands that's how you travel, dude. That's how you travel. You blend in. When in Rome. Absolutely. Yes, Eric Adams is the best. Audio vibes and Aria, he's the best. I hate everything that says Eric Six Packs Adams. Mike John says, King Leo, you're totally wrong. Eric Adams is a pervert hitting on 18-year-old girls. He should be in jail 4 times already and for the shitty job he did at NYC as mayor. Isn't the age of consent 16 in New York, my friend? I can't hate on the man for playing it legal. Don't hate the player, brother. Hate the game. All right, we got to look at Sydney Sweeney real quick. Sydney Sweeney. All right, I gotta start with, I don't like Sydney Sweeney. King Leo sounds like a potential homosexual. She's not. I don't like her because I approach this with a critical eye. I'm in here looking at these ladies in the movies like Stanley Kubrick, and I'm going, Sydney Sweeney, why do you have Botox? You're only 27. And I can't read your face because you have Botox. Sydney Sweeney, you have no acting chops. I don't believe you. You're not a believable character to me. Sydney Sweeney, I don't think you're attractive anymore because of this. All right. She's not my type, dude. I don't get it. I've never understood the Sydney Sweeney thing. This will go for men too. I don't get the Glenn Powell love from the ladies. He's like discount Tom Cruise. All right. And she went viral this week because Sydney Sweeney was interviewed about, she did a gene commercial where she said that, you have good genes. She was, I think libs read too much into this. It was just a gene commercial and they were saying she's a Nazi. So she was interviewed about it. And by the way, notice her forehead doesn't move. Let's watch what she said. All right. Let's see here.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I
can't handle this voice either, dude. This voice is just, it does nothing for me, dude. This voice, I think that what is this? Is this the new hip thing, the lobotomy voice?
An issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
The criticism of the content, which was...
So she's getting criticized because of this clip. And let's see here. Let's see what she says here.
The criticism of the content.
I'm sorry. No, it's the same clip. So people are like, oh, Sydney Sweeney's a Nazi. Sydney Sweeney is not cool. Sydney Sweeney is bad from the lib side. And then I see from the conservative side, they're like, Sydney Sweeney is the hottest woman to ever live. What the fuck are you talking about? And I just want to point out, dude, that conservatives, and this is why I'm not a conservative and why I hate conservatism. This woman hates you, dude. Sydney Sweeney as a person, you can tell she hates you. because she sold you bathwater. Let's watch this in case you don't remember. Let's look at the ad first. This is the ad. Anyone who tries to sell you bathwater hates you. Sydney Sweeney teamed up with Dr. Squatch to release Bathwater Bliss, a limited run of 5,000 soap bars, each certified to have been made using water she personally bathed in. And here's the ad.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body? Watch. Well, you can't have it. Because this isn't for boys. It's for men.
And here's someone getting her to sign the bathwater.
I'm at the red carpet premiere for Sydney Sweeney's new movie, Echo Valley, and I'm gonna see if I can get her to sign this. Hey! Oh my god. Sydney! Sydney! Okay. I just had to.
Of course you did. You're gonna have the one and only.
Can you sign one? Thank you so much. No, I just had to do this, bro.
We live in hell. We live in the gutter. We live in hell. We live in the gutter.
God, these men you put on the planet to do cool shit are getting Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap signed by her. What's going... Dude, what level... How low is the self-esteem in our society, man? Anyone who would sell you bathwater does not think of you as a human being. They think of you as a consumer. As they hate you. They hate you. I would never... Dude, we're going to have merch for the channel. I'm not going to do the King Leo bathwater because I respect you guys. And so when I saw all these, for lack of a better word, chuds, these chuds that were like, Sydney Sweeney's awesome because she's a Nazi. She hates you. She sold you bathwater. Maybe we don't have the same taste or something. I don't think she's attractive, but okay, that's fine. But even if you think the lady's attractive, did Elizabeth Taylor sell her bathwater? Did Angelina Jolie sell her bathwater? What are we doing here, folks? What is wrong with the self-esteem in this country? What is wrong? It's just sick. It's just, I feel like it's a forced meme, bro. Like, Sydney Sweeney's not a good actress, in my opinion. I don't like her acting. I don't think she's very attractive. I don't think, even if she is, it's too much Botox at such a young age. So what is the point of this? Like, what? Who is pushing Sydney Sweeney? Who is pushing Glenn Powell? Where are the real movie stars? Where is the Tom Cruise of today? Where is the Angelina Jolie of today? I'm looking for them and I don't see them. Let's catch up with the chats. Just ridiculous. Well, we have a lot of chats. Full hat. Yeah, but I thought that they had a negative view of Jesus Christ, Jewish people. I'll get back to you. I'm going to do my Jewish anthropology and figure it out. And I'll come back more educated. This is Eric Adams 2029. Eric Adams for life, dude. Make him AI and make him the AI president. Did he party with the interviewer, Ari? I'm not sure, but she seemed into it. Hope says, we have entered the bathwater renaissance. Truly a time to be alive. Truly, truly. I mean, you know what? And this is the thing, is that I may be critical of stuff, but at the end of the day, I think you should buy this because this is the talisman of the time, the Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap. This is real life. Like, this is, you might say, oh, she hates me or whatever. But when you buy it, you're experiencing it. Would you not buy the iPhone if you could go back in time? Would you not try to buy the first iPhone? You know, this is just the natural consequences of the world. This is where we're going. Mike John says 27 Botox. Yeah, dude, I don't get the Botox thing, dude. Get it? If you're going to get it, I don't like it, but if you're going to get it, get a little older first, you know? I agree, Ari. I don't think she's that pretty. I really don't. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe it's just not my type. I'm not going to judge other people if they think she's hot. Jose says, she was brilliant in Euphoria and White Lotus, but I don't like her. She was in White Lotus. You're right. I need to rewatch that show. That show was okay. I liked the second season. Yes, I hate everything. Yes, but if you like her jugs, I get that. But the face is like, what are we doing here? Like, I understand she would be a good like model for magazines, right? But I don't understand the thing with like as an actress, because she's not a great actress. Tope says, on a serious note, this was crazy. Like, selling bathwater was like in the fringes of Reddit. Seeing it become mainstream is insane. Are you enjoying the show? Refill your popcorn. It's going to get even crazier, man. I blame Belle Delphine. Oh, Belle Delphine, you're right. She started that. I hate everything. You're right. Oh, my God. All right. Let's get to one of our main stories, which is Charlie Kirk. First, we got to play this, dude. Charlie Kirk never died, dude. He's still alive. We have all the Charlie Kirk memes now available to us. The Kirkification. So Charlie Kirk is alive. Charlie Kirk is not dead. Charlie Kirk is still here with us. Let's see some more of these. This one was great. The Gooner, if you don't remember the Gooner, the legendary Gooner, they have edited Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a Gooner in death. A debater, a master debater in life, and a Gooner in death.
First off, the watch. First off.
What? Let's go. I like to see people not allowing him to die because it shows that we have transcended death. And when humans beat death, that's how we know we are the true masters. This was King Von, passed away 5 years ago today. If you are not aware, King Von is a murderer. And this was posted by Rap TV. And the reply had to be Charlie Kirk as Michael Jordan saying, oh, no. Charlie Kirk, rest in peace, my friend, but you never left us. You're still here with us. This one here, dude, look at this one. Look at Charlie Kirk as Kash Patel. We have the watch, brother. Dude, I'm just glad. I'm sorry, as Tay-K. I love the race. Can you believe he did that 17 as a murderer? What a great song. Free Tay-K. But look, this is Charlie Kirk. Okay. And really quick, let's do a break here. As I have pointed out from day one, Erika Kirk is the evil woman. She's evil, dude. And they hosted, and we're going to watch the whole thing, possibly, the Charlie Kirk Legacy Awards. The Charlie Kirk Legacy Awards. He's been dead for a month, and he has a Legacy Awards. Alfred Noble, if you can hear me, Alfred Noble, please save me. Please save me, Alfred Noble. Please. So I thought we would look at this evil woman. Throughout the days, the stories we've missed of her, and then look at her at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. And by the way, once again, I've said it before, dude. I did not expect Richard Spencer to be one of the more reasonable voices. He has consistently attacked this woman from day one. It's like me and Richard Spencer. I'm sure me and Richard Spencer agree on practically nothing. The former or current, I don't know, white nationalist is now a what? Only Richard Spencer and me could see through Erika Kirk. What? Look at her here cozying up to Jesse Waters. I mean, this is the village bicycle, boy.
I know you do too.
I feel him too. Well, God bless you.
Jesse, you're...
And God bless Turning Point USA. What do you hope to achieve?
I usually skip this part. This is so horny. Dude.
Charlie and for the country.
Oh my goodness. All of his wildest dreams for this organization and more. He left me a blueprint and all of his journals, but more so than that, I was his vault for literally everything. He shared everything with me, his vision, his dreams, and I know now more than ever, he was always a hard worker, but now more than ever, he's up in heaven orchestrating and sitting and...
Why is she touching Jesse Waters so much? Why is she touching up on Jesse Waters? And Jesse, he's look at him cheesing. He's cheesing. He's like, I'm gonna get some of this.
Strategizing, and I can just feel it. I can feel it. And so all I want is to be able to make sure we honor Charlie, we keep fighting the good fight, and we do it in such a bold and powerful way. We're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not.
Erika's right.
Erika's right. All right. What else has the evil woman been up to? I thought this was great. This here is Stu Peters. We're not going to play the clip because it's 10 minutes. Stu Peters is one of these like Groyper-aligned guys, but even he's pointing it out. He says, I don't want to attack a grieving widow. I will. But that's just not what we have here. Erika Kirk is simply a horrible actress. There, I said it. So it's like the Nazis. I don't want to use that disparagingly. I don't know if Stu Peters is a Nazi. I know he's like with the Groypers or something. Richard Spencer, the alleged white nationalist, whatever he was at Charlottesville, right? And me are the only ones pointing this out. I feel like I'm going nuts. And let's see here. Let's see her here. We're going to play that one after. Look at her here. Dude, this looks... What is this outfit, man?
He knew that evil wins when good people stay silent. And so for the rest of my life, I will make sure that I don't stay silent. I'll keep speaking the truth.
Erika Onassis, what are you wiping away? You're not crying. What is... Look at all that. Look at all them rings. Look at that jewelry. Iced out Erika Kirk with the silk handkerchief wiping away fake tears. Is this a grieving woman?
Truth, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. And I pray that all of you do too. He knew that...
And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? She got the award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erika Kirk.
She has cannibalized this man. Charlie, rest in peace, brother. I have the watch. I will protect your legacy, even though I hated you. And this is why I hate conservatism too. This is so hokey. This is not the Oscars. This is not the Emmys. Look at how hokey this is. Hokey, happy-go-lucky, kitsch, dogs playing poker tier, Fox Nation Patriot Awards. The Patriot Awards. The Patriot Awards. We have Nobel Prizes. We have fucking Oscars and the Academy Awards. And now we have the Patriot Awards. The Patriot Awards. Why don't I blow my brains out at the Patriot Awards? The Patriot Awards. Is there anything more kitsch you could name this crap? The Patriot Awards.
I do too. I do too.
Ladies.
We live in hell. We live in the gutter.
End of the line, folks. End of the line. If Americans can't see that this is a psychopath, there's no hope. Not to say there ever was. Let's catch up with the chats before we move to YouTube to watch the full thing. The evil woman, did I call it or did I call it? I'm still getting hate comments on that video, but I'm also getting comments of people going, you were right. Oh really? I was right. Oh, like fucking viveza criolla, bro. Like, you gotta have some viveza criolla. You have to learn to identify criminals and thieves. You're in the capital of thieves. It's America. Oh my God. I can't goon. That's a good shirt. Oh my God. Audio says at this point it feels like an eternity, especially with Erika Kirk's press tour. Yeah, absolutely. It's just terrible. Everything says Richard Spencer, I don't respect no host. Dude, Richard Spencer, man, I want to interview him at this point because I don't understand I didn't follow him closely back in 2016, but now he seems like a chill dude. Like, Richard Spencer is out there defending Ukraine, hating Trump, voting for Kamala. Like, what happened to Richard Spencer? I would love to talk to the guy. Be like, what, Richard, what are you thinking? What's going on in that head? Because you sound the most reasonable guy. Tobe says, I feel dirty for watching that interaction. Yeah, dude, that Jesse Waters, that was... Jose says, yeah, I think these guys are wife swappers, Jose. I agree. The conservative there's a lot of wife swapper. I hate everything. Says, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she married some incredibly rich guy. Jackie Kennedy did the same. But Jackie Kennedy wore the dress with the blood on it and all that. You know, Jackie Kennedy did some public mourning. It was respectful, you know. But I get you. I hate it. She has to marry a rich guy, for sure. Who's going to take care of the bills? TPUSA is not going to be enough with Erika Kirk's new lifestyle. You know, she's pulling up in that Rolls Royce. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. It's just over. It's over. Audio says, I love that she always dabs the outer corner of her eye. Yeah, because she's not crying. And we have some fights here about Sydney Sweeney. All right, let's go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube, man, because we have a lot to get through. All right? We have a lot to get through. It's just... First, I have to show you this. Patrick Bet-David, dude, like, undefeated. Look at this. Look at this. Patrick Bet-David put up his America Business Forum appearance. There's a very... that we saw a part of yesterday on his own channel on Valuetainment, and it has 20,000 views. This is... Bow before him, dude. The king of grifters, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Before we get to Erika, why don't we take a break? Why don't we take a break early and watch the greatest summit since Gorbachev-Reagan in Reykjavik? The summit of the goats. Let's play the clip.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
PBD invited on, oh my God, Piers Morgan to promote Woke is Dead.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of fucking money.
Come on, dude. Come on. They haven't put out the full video. I need to find this as soon as they put it out. They just put out this clip about Mamdani. And we're going to watch these two when an unstoppable object meets an immovable force. How do our grifters get along? Let's see them.
Now in U.S., Mamdani just became the mayor of New York City, financial capital of the world. Prior to that, the financial capital of the world was London, right? Course. So you guys had it for 100 years. We had it for 100 years. And, you know, when Americans sometimes look at Europe and they look at EU, they're like, wow, look, London's lost. They've lost their identity. Look what's going on to them. And we had Dominic Tarczynski, who was here from Poland. He said, we'll never do what London is doing. We'll never do what EU is doing. What can New Yorkers, if you can give them advice to what to look for? You guys have Sadiq Khan. I think he's the first three-term mayor in London ever, right?
Look at the man, dude. Look at the myth. Look at the legend. All black. Can't cuck the tuck. No, can't cuck the peers, dude. Giving advice to New York City. Oh, my. Look at the Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Do we need a Mount Rushmore of these wizards? Mount Rushmore.
Guy himself. What happened to London after he came in that New Yorkers can expect?
It's interesting because I think there's been a slight mischaracterization of the comparison between Mamdani and Sadiq Khan. They're both Muslims, but Sadiq Khan is very much a establishment Labour figure in the UK. He's not a progressive woke left guy on many issues. Mamdani is full-on self-acclaimed socialist. That's not Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan, the parallel I said with Mamdani, he keeps winning elections because the opponents they put up against him have been universally useless.
This is Sadiq.
Yeah, so he's had a very easy run. And to be fair to him, he's won re-election twice. Mamdani was up against Cuomo, who I always felt was damaged goods. I felt if you're going to put a moderate up against him who actually was new and fresh and interesting, he probably could have done better, or she could have done better. So Mamdani had a bit of a clean run against a damaged guy, I felt. But there's no doubt this is a seismic moment for New York. I mean, it's the biggest city in America. It's one of the great capital cities of the world. It's, in many ways, the heart of capitalism itself. And here you've got a guy...
My producer, I got to pause for this because look at this response. He's in my ear, dude. He just told me, and it's true. Piers Morgan is not being asked how to save New York. He's not. Piers Morgan is being asked by Patrick Bet-David how to save civilization. Oh, bow before you, Piers. Bow before you. When Patrick Bet-David needs advice, who do you think he goes to? You think he goes to a psychologist? A psychiatrist? PBD will do anything. PBD will talk to Piers Morgan on the Valuetainment show before going to therapy. This is the real therapy. This is therapy. These guys here are salt. You think I was exaggerating? This is how Reagan negotiated with Gorbachev. This is that. It's that. This is Yalta. This is Churchill and FDR and Stalin planning out the world. This is our Stalin. Our Stalin and FDR, man. He's explaining British politics to him. Did PBD go to ChatGPT? No, he went to the source. He went to the man. And immediately, we got to point out, the grifter king, the king of the grift. Did Piers Morgan shit on anyone? He did not. Did he shit on Mamdani? He did not. Did he shit on Sadiq Khan, who's one of the most unpopular mayors in history? He did not. He did not. Because he needs that Mamdani interview, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get it talking like this. This is a wizard, dude. A wizard!
Out there, not just espousing a socialist philosophy, but it's seemingly utterly determined to try and deliver it. Now, I would say, look, Mr. Mamdani, this is all very well offering everybody everything for free, but there's a reason socialism hasn't worked anywhere in the world for any sustained period of time. At some point, somebody has to pay for this. So who's going to pay for all this? And the answer will be what's happened with the Labour government in the UK. The taxes aren't set by Sadiq. He has a tiny bit of power over local taxation. But the Labour government...
Look at this is the face. This is the face of... Has anyone ever listened to you as well as PBD is listening here? Look at that. Dude, if anyone's ever looking at you like that while you're talking, you know they're listening. They're downloading all... PBD is going to be repeating this for years. PBD is downloading his brain right now. He's there. He's like, I need Piers' skull measurements. I need the mind of this genius. I need this genius brain. Because a grifter recognizes a grifter, bro. A wizard. Harry Potter sees Voldemort in the streets and it's a fight. Harry Potter sees Voldemort at the club and it's a head nod. And that's why these people matter.
Came in with a thumping majority just over a year ago. Massive, one of the biggest majorities of modern times, a real repudiation of years of very poor rule by the Conservative Party under a series of prime ministers. And they promised all sorts of things. Prosperity is coming, hope is coming, all these things. And it's been a complete disaster. And they're now about to unleash a budget in about 3 weeks' time, which they're already setting the stall by is going to be a total U-turn on all their pledges in the election campaign. They said they wouldn't raise income tax. They're going to. They said they wouldn't do this, wouldn't do that. They're going to do it all because they've realized they can't pay for all the promises they made. And I think this is what's going to happen in New York.
How ugly things going to be in New York?
Well, it's going to get very interesting politically, I think, because Mamdani is clearly the most charismatic figure the Democrats have had, really, for a long time.
Recognizing the greatness of Mamdani, he waited for the right moment, and he's coming in with all the right words. I'm telling you, Piers is going to be Trump's Mamdani whisperer. Because he's not being too complimentary, but he's also recognizing the magic.
Long time since Obama, you could argue.
Maybe even more charismatic than Obama, if you think about it.
Even PBD has to admit that Zoran is more charismatic than Obama. Obama, to the side, Mr. Barack. To the side, Barack Hussein Obama. You're not worthy of Hogwarts anymore. It's Zoran time.
More engaging, actually. I think he's more engaging. And look, he's an Arsenal fan like me, a big Arsenal fan. So we have that.
My producer, who, as I've said, is British, just told me, and this is so true, I can't believe I haven't brought this up before. Imagine, I gotta go big for this. Imagine the United Kingdom having such a perfect brain in Piers Morgan and not making him prime minister. You shouldn't have to vote for him. You should force him to be the prime minister. Only this man can save the UK, save the world. What are British people doing? Piers Morgan is there to save them, and he's doing a YouTube show. It can't be the case. It cannot be the case.
That in common. And it's not that I object to his aspirations. It's just that often with socialists, there's a complete disconnect between the aspiration and the ability to deliver. Now, if we come back in 2 years' time, let's be clear. If Mamdani, within 2 years, manages to deliver on his socialist agenda in a way that is deemed to be successful and popular, massive transformative moment for the Democrats leading into the next general election. I don't think he can. I think the opposite will happen. I think he'll either, like a lot of these guys, once they get power, pivot more to the center ground, or he will try and force through these socialist policies. It won't work, and he will become the stick to beat the Democrats with leading into the next general election. So there's massively high stakes here because the Democrats have nobody else who has any real charisma. Nobody. And in fact, the most charismatic people on the left in America right now, you could argue, are Mamdani, AOC, and Bernie Sanders. So you've got a bunch of socialists dominating the news cycle for them.
Yeah, and what do you do with that, right, when you're seeing that part taking place? Because, on the other side, Nancy Pelosi stepping down, Newsom, you hear that voice coming up, and you're an interesting place because you do business in New York, you have a property, I believe, in L.A., you're in London.
Quit glazing me, Patrick. You got a place in New York, you got a place in London, you got a place in L.A. You are very intelligent, Mr. Morgan. I am trying to get to your level. And Morgan gave him a pretty good analysis, dude. And I think that that's what the Mamdani supporters should fear. Complacency.
Compare all those different... climate. Nowadays, more than ever...
What's going on? Did we lose the signal? Did we lose the signal, chat? What's going on here? Are we back? We're back. We're back. Okay, we're back. Good thing. We're back. Finally. All right.
New York, you have a property, I believe, in L.A. You're in London. You're going back and forth. So you kind of are able to, compare all those different climates. Nowadays, more than ever.
And that's all we got. What a cock tease, dude. What a cock tease. Patrick Bet-David, where's the rest of the interview? Where's the rest of the interview? I need this interview. I need this interview. I need it. I need this interview now. That's all he released. We need this. We need this for America, for the world. Come on, dude. I'm going to check now if they've uploaded anything else. I'm going to check right now. No, it's the only clip with Piers. Where's the rest of it? I'm distressed. I'm distressed. My God. All right. Let's see. Are we back? Let's look at the chats. They need to release this. Release this now. Forehead says, so Leo, you actually like PBD? I'm kind of confused. PBD, I respect him. I don't know why I like him, but I respect him. Taupe says, it's like seeing Iron Man and Captain America doing a podcast talking about how they slime Thanos. The greatest. The greatest. It's just, when your heroes meet, what could be better? Who else could be in that room? Who else could be on that room? Who else could be in that room to make it any better? I don't think there's anyone else. No one else. Arya says NYC is the home to 60 billionaires. That's crazy. And Elon is almost a trillionaire. Trillionaire is wild, man. It's wild. I Hate Everything says, please tell me Wizard Piers Morgan. Please, Mr. Morgan, please. The greatest. The greatest. Taupe says, what did he... let's see here. Taupe says, Piers Morgan, the Julius Caesar of our time. Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Robespierre, FDR, Abraham Lincoln, Caligula. The greatest of the great. The greatest of the great. Mike John says, Mamdani is going to go after landlords' properties next. He said this guy's a true scumbag. And there's disagreement on the value of landlords. Well, we are Chinese. We are Deng Xiaoping fans on this channel, so maybe the landlords need to give a little something. Maybe they got to give a little something. I Hate Him. He says, I don't think AOC is that talented. She's great at campaigning, but isn't a good speaker. Look, I hate everything. I agree with you, my friend, but Piers Morgan said otherwise, so I think we have to defer to him. When we look at Patrick Bet-David downloading that information, that's what we must do in order to understand the world we're in. If Piers says she's the best, she's the best. All right. Where's the rest of the interview? Where's the rest of the interview, Aria? I completely agree. It's just bullshit. And because of that disappointment, we're gonna have to switch to the Patriot Awards again, because I want to see this presentation. This is you got your tease. We're gonna watch this now. We are going to enter the pain zone.
Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live.
And we are going to watch Erika Kirk shit on the body of her deceased husband, Charlie Kirk.
We're honored to be here tonight as we celebrate the life and legacy of our good friend, Charlie Kirk.
He led a powerful movement rooted in faith, freedom, and a deep love for this country.
Charlie was courageous, bold, and committed to...
I have to stop. This is why I don't understand conservatives. Why are you wearing this hat indoors? I thought you were conservative. I thought you wanted to conserve traditional values. You take your hat off indoors. You take it off. Take the hat... But no, it's hokey dokey Lone Ranger crap. Crap, dude.
sharing his vision for America, its families, and the future.
His death marked a turning point for this nation. Charlie wasn't president. He wasn't even a politician, but he shaped a generation through his words.
We're just trying to reinstitute the founding principles, free market, fiscal responsibility. We don't consider this a Republican versus Democrat issue, but rather a generational one.
Charlie Kirk was bigger than life. Not only was he tall, but his message was big, well beyond his years, and really caring about the next generation.
Charlie understood very, very early on that there was a void.
But this brought out every grifter. Tommy Lahren is there. I haven't seen Tommy Lahren in years.
Especially on college campuses for young people.
There have been a lot of youth organizations on campuses. They've met with varying degrees of success. But
where are Charlie Kirk's parents to give a eulogy? Where are they? Where are his siblings? Where are his people? I have a feeling that they've been silenced. It's like when Trump told the Gold Star family, you remember that? The wife isn't speaking. That's how I feel about Charlie Kirk's parents. Where are they? I want to hear from them, not from these grifters. Forehead says, I'm intimidated by men. No, dude, I'm just like David Goggins.
Do you like suffering or do you just deal with suffering?
I like to get a bunch of men together.
Okay.
Men that are the hardest of the hard. And I want to be with these men.
I want to be with these men. Let's continue.
Nothing even coming close to comparison of Turning Point. And the reason for that was Charlie Kirk.
I founded Turning Point USA to tell young people in America that there's a better way than big government and old school corruption.
I did this instead of going to college, which is the great irony of the whole thing, to start a college movement without actually going to college. Only in America is that possible, where an 18-year-old can start with nothing and just a dream and build something and really see that success.
Charlie Kirk made conservatism cool. He went into a battlefield where he knew many of the people would reject him, yet he still went.
Charlie understood that.
I understand the audience here is more American, so maybe you guys like don't eat like organ meat or something. But you know, some of the best organ meat is bone marrow, and you have to crack the bone open and like eat it. And you can, if it's a big bone like osobuku, you can like take it out. But even the little bones, they have good bone marrow. Or you eat crab, right? And you have the little forks. That's what they're doing to this fucking guy's body, dude. They're taking a little fork and they're plugging it into his femur bone to get every bit of cash they can out of Charlie Kirk. They're just give me your bone marrow, Charlie Kirk. There's still money to be made. Sick people, dude. Sick.
To change a dynamic, you had to reach them on a personal level, and that became his signature.
What strikes me about this generation is the most conservative generation that we have seen in well over 50 years, and the numbers show it. This is the greatest generational realignment since Woodstock.
In 2024, he was just flat out indispensable. When in your life did you ever think Republicans would take the youth vote or even get close?
He has impacted everyone in so many different ways, even the ways that we can't even see.
It's people like Charlie Kirk who revolutionized me.
Oh my
made me
God.
realize the value in being a patriot. He made me understand the freedoms that we are so blessed to have here in America.
For Charlie, God came first, Erika and the children came second, and somewhere down was his calling.
What most people don't realize is before he stepped behind any microphone or in front of any camera, he prayed and he dedicated, Lord, let the words that we speak be the words that you want us to speak, to be the words that people need to hear.
I don't know if that's a flex. They're making him out to be an evangelical minister. I think Charlie Kirk was just regurgitating Heritage Foundation talking points. I don't think he was speaking the words of God. I don't know if this is true or not. That one says it's his friend. Who knows? These people are all liars. Candace Owens should be in this. It seems like she actually cared about him. Charlie Kirk, what is this? A tent revival meeting? Like, what the fuck is going on in this country, dude? It's insane. It's insane. It's insane.
He's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erika. And that's the real truth.
No, I'm going to ask it. I'm going to ask it straight up. My producer's telling me to ask this. If this is all true, my producer brought this up to me weeks ago. If this is all true, that Charlie Kirk was saying the word of God and God was here, if that's what you really believe, why didn't God save him? And secondly, why did God guide the transgender guy's bullet into his neck? I'm not shitting on Charlie. I'm just shitting on this message. Does that mean that God is on the side of the transgenders? Because that would be the implication. Why didn't God step in if he's speaking the words of God and he was silenced like Robespierre? Why didn't God step in and divert the bullet? This is fucked up, man. It's using God, as much shit as these Protestants like to talk, and not to get into the whole Catholic Protestant thing. If you're a Protestant, that's fine. The Muslims, they have martyrs. They're crazy. The Muslims, they blow up shopping malls. This is the same shit. It's the same shit. It's evangelical jihadism. That's what it is. Let's continue.
We're here to honor and remember a fearless warrior for liberty, beloved leader who galvanized the next generation like nobody I've ever seen before.
Full hat saying God doesn't work that way, Leo. Everybody has free will. God would divert the bullet, wouldn't he? Is he not? God, I'm sure if the guy's not an atheist, the guy who shot Charlie Kirk, he had a little like Saving Private Ryan little prayer. He was like, God, guide my hand as I protect the lives of transgenders from this hate from this man's mouth. And he nailed it in one shot. So I don't know. I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Great Charlie Kirk.
Charlie was full of energy and life. He made politics fun, and we haven't had that in a very long time in this country. This is a man who touched an entire generation of Americans, electrified them, and made them patriots. And he did, in fact, change history. Charlie Kirk was an American original.
God is not done with the United States of America. Our best days are ahead of us.
In the wake of Charlie's death, his wife Erika has made it her mission to keep his legacy alive.
It is our great honor to present the first ever Charlie Kirk Legacy Patriot Award to the woman who refuses to surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erika Kirk.
I'm crashing out, dude. I'm crashing out. Oh my God! I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
We live in hell. We live in the gutter.
Erika Kirk, dude, I don't care what denomination you are. This woman's going to hell. I know we're in hell, and I like to... She's going to the real hell. Like the hell where... What happens in hell? I'm a Catholic. We don't read the Bible. So I'm sure it's terrible there. This woman is going to hell. She's going to hell. This woman is evil. She's evil. Let's continue. Oh, yeah. Oh, go in for the hug. Oh, yeah. Take all that man in. Yeah, yeah. She didn't hug the lady like that.
I do too. I do too. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you so much to the Fox News family.
Tope says to rewind because the lady has the same reaction. I want to see that. Thank you, Tope, for pointing that out. Let's see. Let's see her walk on stage in this glittery dress. This hope. I can't stand this, dude. I can't stand this. She already touched up on Jesse last week, so she doesn't need to do that. I'm sure he hit already. my God, you're right, Tope. Look at her. Look at her. She's like, this bitch didn't love Charlie. This bitch trying to get some of that cowboy D. This is sick. This is sick. Look at that. Sick. Is that Brett Cooper? Is Brett Cooper here? Look at Brett Cooper.
I do too. I do too. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you so much to the Fox News family. Thank you so much to Jesse and everyone that loved my husband so well.
Jesse and everyone that loved my husband? You know someone's hitting that, right? Am I reading too much into this chat? Am I reading too... Is it me and Richard Spencer, the only guys? Are we the only guys who are pointing this out? This is gross, dude. It's gross.
Thank you. Tonight, as I receive this award on behalf of my incredible husband, it's not just myself that's receiving it on his behalf. It is also our incredible Turning Point USA staff. It's our incredible Charlie Kirk Show staff. It's our 4,200 chapters on high school campuses and college campuses.
Charlie Kirk is nothing but an Excel spreadsheet to this woman. The number of chapters, the staff. She's the HR department Excel spreadsheet. She was married to an Excel spreadsheet in her mind. Yeah, and Tope is saying a woman have to not let me down here. I'm sure every woman is looking at her like this. Like, there's no way that she's not getting down with the conservatives. Going down and getting got down on.
It's the 800,000 student leaders that we have a part of our Turning Point USA family. And it's also the 800,000 students, yes, it's a lot, and the 8,000 churches that are a part of TPUSA Faith. Charlie would always tell myself and others that America is worth fighting for. And it is, always will be. And I'll never forget the time where someone told him, I appreciate what you're saying. I just don't really like how you're saying it. I don't like your delivery. And I think you could reach more people if you changed that. And with his smirk, he would say, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. It's not how I'm saying it that's upsetting people. It's the fact that I'm saying the truth that's upsetting people. That's what he would say.
Why is that an applause line? What truth? What truth? What truth? Not to quote The Apprentice, you have your truth and I have my truth. Charlie Kirk, it's your truth and I have my truth because this is the natural order of things. That's what I hated about him, was the things he said and how he said them and the debate format. But I bet you they hosted this in Florida, dude. This looks like some Florida bullshit. Oh, let me look this up real quick. Where did they host the Charlie Kirk Awards? Charlie Kirk Patriot Awards venue. Let's see where they did this. In New York. Dude, if there's any... I hate everything. You should have been here at this. Aria, you should have been here at this. You guys are slacking. I need the inside information. Come on. This was in New York? Guys, you got to get out there. You guys got to get out there. Dude, how did you not go to the Patriot Awards? Come on.
And he would say the reason why they're upset is because the truth is convicting them. And they know it. And that's what the truth does. It convicts you. It changes you. And he knew that. And that's why he always spoke the way he did. He wasn't afraid to say the truth, to defend the truth, to lean into it, to not follow the crowd. He was a leader of it. He never fled from the spiritual battle that's ahead, and we all know it. We all feel the spiritual warfare. This whole room feels it. This whole nation feels the spiritual warfare.
And now we're getting into Democrats are literally demons crap, and half the country is possessed by demons. There's a mental health crisis in this country, dude. There's a mental health crisis.
But Charlie would say that's how you know you're over the mark, when you feel it, when the enemy is there. That's how you know you're doing the Lord's work. And that's how you know you're defending truth. And that was his true barometer, was when he would feel that spiritual warfare. And I watched him pour every ounce of him.
Feel the spiritual... Could he not feel a transgender-loving guy shooting a bullet at him before he shot him if he was feeling the spiritual warfare? I don't understand evangelicalism, dude. I don't get what these people believe. What do evangelicals believe? This doesn't make sense. Catholicism makes sense. Orthodox makes sense. Islam makes sense. What do evangelicals even believe? I don't get it.
Himself into the students, into raising up the most courageous generation, and inspiring so many people to stand firm in faith and to love this country.
That courageous generation produced the guy who shot him. What do we have to say about that?
And I know this award is about legacy. It's about my legacy, our children.
Oh my, it's about my legacy. It's about, yeah, thank you for being honest. I take everything I said about Sydney Sweeney back, dude. Sydney Sweeney should have won the first Patriot Awards Charlie Kirk Legacy Award. It should have been Sydney Sweeney. It should have been Sydney Sweeney on that stage instead of this woman here. Sydney Sweeney is not this evil. Not my Patriot Awards winner. It's Sydney Sweeney.
Legacy, my husband's legacy, but it's also about your legacy. And I really want you to take a minute tonight to think about what that is. What are you leaving behind for your children? What are you standing for your family? Will you be proud of that when you get to heaven and stand before the Lord? Just think on that and pray on that. Because I want to encourage you to know and understand something that Charlie knew and understood so deeply. He knew that evil wins when good people stay silent. And so for the rest of my life, I will make sure that I don't stay silent. I'll keep speaking the truth, no matter the cost.
So I'm going to be out there yapping, and you're going to be sending those donations. That's all she's saying. I'm going to be soliciting donations till I die.
No matter the cost. And I pray that all of you do too, for Charlie. Thank you. God bless you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to...
We live in hell. We live in the gutter.
We didn't have time to get into the economy. Let's catch up with the chats. I am disgusted. I'm disgusted. We're debating MLK. Guys, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. I've been to his house. He's dead. MLK's not here. He can't hear us. I think Coretta Scott King is dead too. Mr. Elu would do trans Ben Shapiro. Trans Ben Shapiro or Brett Cooper or both? Arya says, I didn't watch his videos. Instead, I watched his full debates like a Politicon or Oxford. Guy always lost, and yeah, he had no concept being a reality of American for non-whites. Blame ignorance. I couldn't even watch the Oxford. I could not stand Charlie Kirk, Arya. I never watched this stuff. He spoke at my campus when I was in college, and I was like, I'd go for Ben Shapiro, but I can't stand this guy's voice. Ridiculous. She looks like she's doing a Miss America pageant. I agree. Yeah, Mr. Elu, I agree. What did Charlie Kirk do besides regurgitate libertarian talking points? I can do that too. I can do that right now. This is me as Charlie Kirk, not zombie Charlie Kirk, like a live Charlie Kirk, okay? What is a woman, folks? Do you not know what a woman is? A woman is clearly someone with a double X chromosome, okay? That's a woman, all right? Now, I also think that corporations should be taxed at 0%, okay? Because corporations create jobs, okay? I believe that immigration is good because it creates more jobs. That's all I heard Charlie Kirk talk about. Oh, and transgender people are evil. That's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. I can do it. Anyone can do it. Charlie Kirk was an Excel spreadsheet taking billionaire money and translating it to TPUSA chapters. That should be on the epitaph, dude. Like, I'll have a secret epitaph, and I'll be like, Charlie Kirk, I hated you, but you should not have been graped like this. But just like, insane. Oh my God. You think that she knows that we know? Ask Tope. I don't know. Because it feels like a Soviet situation, right? Like she knows that we know that she's not mourning him. And we know that she knows that she's not mourning him. So, and she knows that we know that she knows that she's not mourning him. We're in hell. I hate everything. You have to know the Patriot Awards are going on, man. I might actually go see David Goggins tomorrow. I got a free ticket. It's on Instagram. Men, hardest of the hard. And they give you this little t-shirt that says like, man or something. I might go. It was free. So I was like, I'm going to go see this. It sounds really funny. Dude, it's all on Instagram. On Instagram, all of these stupid events are there and they're usually free. Like the PBD Grifter Con that I went to was like $75, but I snuck to the front seats. It's not that hard. You guys got to go. Aria. Who else is in New York? Who else? You guys got to go to this stuff, man. You got to go to the Patriot Awards. Let's go. We're really the only ones who mourned him. My producer's literally telling me right now, and because he mourned him too. We're the only ones who mourned him. Oh man. All right, guys, it's late. Let me before we go, let's see who's on Bill Maher tonight because it's our torture night. It's Bill Maher. I'm going in the pain zone right after this. Who's on Bill Maher? Bill Maher, I love to. Bill O'Reilly and Representative Jared Moskowitz. Who's the guest? Who's the guest? He didn't post it. Bill O'Reilly on Bill Maher. Dude, come on. This is great brain rot. Come on. I wanted to show you guys. This is what Robert won. I got it nice and framed, but I'm going to add some stuff to it before I send it. The merch shipped. That was a pain in the ass to get, but it should be here soon. And it's going to be really good and really cheap. I'm not going to rip anyone off. Full House. What did I not repeat? I'm sorry, Full House. It's just there's so much stuff. Corn Pop was a bad dude. That was a funny one. But why didn't you ever question the way that Joe Biden sniffed and bit and touched and groped little children? Well, I thought Joe Biden was weird with kids, dude. I did think he was weird with kids. You're not talking to a Biden supporter over here, man. You're talking to a Baudrillardian. So, guys, it's the weekend. It's Friday. If the Patriot Awards are in town, go to the Patriot Awards. If you're a guy, go out there and get some conservative honeys. Go get in a wild night with Erika Kirk. If you're a gal, go get a wild night with Jesse Waters. What is there to lose? Okay? But get out there. Go get drunk. Go have some fun. Spend the night with someone. Have some fun. It's the weekend. And I'm going to start actually cutting clips. I figured out how to do it. I'm going to fix the Discord this weekend. And we should have merch within the next 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel because it's growing, dude. It's growing. We are growing. We're growing. I will announce the 2K subscriber giveaway. I think it's going to be $1,000. I gotta share the wealth. I gotta be Huey Long here. King Leo. Every man a king, but none wear a crown. Share the wealth. So, we might do $1,000 giveaway when we get to 2,000. I think that's an incentive to get some subscribers in here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Go watch Bill Maher and then go out on the West Coast. Go get some tail. Go get some men. It's raining men out there. Have some fun. And I will see you guys on Tuesday.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Change the world.